Hey everybody, my name is Sean Slaughter, co-founder of Watcep LLC. With me today I have Anjelika Riano. She's with the Chattanooga's Hamilton County Department of Education, and if you wouldn't mind, just explain a little bit what your title is and what you do for the department.
My name is Anjelika Riano and I am Language Acquisition Specialist. My official title is Coordinator of Family and Community Partnership and Language Acquisition Programs. So with language acquisition, everything is international, everything is foreign languages. I'm involved in that.
Awesome. So a little bit about yourself. What's your background like?
As you can hear, it's probably Ringgold, Georgia.
Right.
But if you look closer, it's what they call now Ukraine. It used to be USSR, but doesn't exist anymore. So I am consider myself Ukrainian, even though I have very multicultural background. And coming to America wasn't economic decision for me. It was really a decision of survival, a decision of to have religion freedom and to have opportunity for my children to grow up in free country and become who they want to become. So this is very different reasons for us. Saying that escaping from somewhere, you don't take many things with you, not like you have them there. Came here with 25 cents in my pocket.
25 cents?
25 cents. I had $100 starting the journey in addition to tickets, but by the time you buy water and things in airport, 7-year-old child and a huge dream for better life.
Sure.
With that said, not knowing how to drive car, not knowing how the American system works, it was a journey. It's probably a topic for another conversation, but we are here and my children are living American dream, so am I. And with that said, that my daughter is enrolled in Harvard.
Wow.
That telling you that we went from 25 cents to Harvard.
To Harvard.
This is the country of opportunity. This is the country, the best country of the world, if you ask me.
Sure. What do you think separated your ability to make something better of your life in the United States when you got here? How do you think you achieved all those dreams?
I would honestly say that it was vision. And you know the expression that where is no vision, people perish. So what I see with a lot of people, even coming from my own country and working with immigrants, when people get here, they're on fire. They have that vision what's going to happen, but then life happens. It's really hard. You have to work 3 jobs. I went through all of that. And live in somebody's basement and be a charity case for a while. And a lot of times that vision diminishes and you forget when you're here because you get in routine. So I think at the hardest moments when you're cleaning somebody's house or you have to wake up 3 in the morning to get to the job, and you wake up and you say, God, I'm going through this, but I know it's not going to be the rest of my life.
Right.
So I personally think that vision for something better, and doesn't matter how it looks right now, how you feel, you just wake up and you just go toward that goal. You take 1 class at a time, you take extra hours at work, you do what needs to be done, but eventually it takes you closer to somewhere. So I would say where is no vision, the people are perishing.
That's an incredible story, honestly. I did not know that, so thank you for sharing. So with the Hamilton County Department of Education, how did you get involved with them? Through your journey working multiple jobs, what was that vision? How did it lead you to this position?
It was an interesting journey. When I graduated from American college, I learned really fast. When you came from foreign country, unless you're nuclear scientist or some engineer who discovers something, you know, you literally have to go and get, and medical professionals know that you need to get American education. So for me to go to college and get my degree into American degree, and then I had a job after that, education was always close to my heart, and I done a lot of that in several continents. But in America, I wanted to be a business person. I wanted to work for a corporation. But once somebody offered to try, and it was in Dalton, Georgia, when I walk in a class of foreigners like me, and I look at their eyes, and I look at parents, and I realize there's no vision. And I just wanted to share it, so that's put me in education right back into all the giving back to people, and I never regretted that. So after working in Dalton for, I think it was 8-9 years, I'm a linguist. I'm language acquisition specialist. One of the charter schools reached out to me to come and establish program here, a Spanish program. And then one of the former superintendents, he found out the linguist is in town, and I got here to talk to people. And I ended up talking to them, and they had that vision for the ESOL and where ESOL will take. And I was hired, a position was created for me as a ESOL coach to start. ESOL actually, it's English second language. As you can tell, English is not probably my native language, even though that's how we speak around.
Right.
Yes, and that was a ministry, because with what is the second language, we don't get Prince William coming, or Harry is not immigrating here anytime soon, even he has American wife,
Right.
you know, now. We get people who really have different, my reason was not economic. Latest immigration we have from Central America, a lot of is violence and economic reasons. It doesn't matter how people get here. They get here because there was something not right where they were. Because nobody just wakes up in the morning and say, let me just go in foreign country and people misunderstand me and walk the streets and not have money, just will it for fun in my life. No, people come here for better life. When they come, they bring that that approach with them. They want to be helped. They need to be helped. And America is country of immigrants. So I found that niche for myself. I cannot believe I'm getting even paid for doing that. Not only working with the linguistics and languages, but you're working with human beings. You're working with someone who you look at their eyes and it's like, that's me 20 years ago. That's me probably not knowing, like completely lost. So with all that, English second language, it's really, I call it spiritual journey, a spiritual job, because if you just want to teach English, maybe it's not for you. You know, you have to have heart for immigrants. You have to ignore everything what you hear on TV and really get deep into your human soul. And as a human being to human being, not only give the gift of teaching language, but also the gift of human support.
How many languages do you speak?
Okay, when I talk about how many languages I speak, is the languages I can keep my job. You know, like English, it's my latest language, I have accent. I speak 5, I read in several more. And Latin is not spoken language, but if you let me read something, I will understand that. So I love languages, and if you know anything about languages, I was lucky enough to get very young into language. Once you learn one, and if it's from the same family, then you work a little bit hard and you get another one. So how it spreads, you know, I can preach to the choir, but my dream and my desire for every single child in Chattanooga to be exposed to that gift of learning foreign language, and exposed at very young age. If you are 9th grade, it's late in life, I'm sorry, unless your brain works that way. You're going to be very successful on that, but majority are not. So my gift is, and hopefully becomes a vision, our next goal in Hamilton County, to bring that gift of language, starting with very early age, I would say pre-K. Go by brain, the way the brain works. Start at pre-K, then kindergarten, 1st, 3rd, 4th, by 5th grade, they fluent, like German kids who come here. They come from Volkswagen kids, they came here in 2009. Some of them needed ELL, just a little bit, and some of them not. And we were all shocked. They are so smart. They were taught right. They were taught by the age appropriate and the brain appropriate learning theories.
Incredible. My wife, she teaches at a private school in Chattanooga, and she has a lot of the Volkswagen children, and a lot of them come here and don't speak any English. So then it's the assimilation of getting them used to American culture and then also American language. But from the young age, you can see it happens a lot quicker.
Because when you learning your native language, I'm pretty sure your mom did not conjugate verbs with you when she was holding you,
Right.
trying to put you to sleep and you're like a year old. She would not go with the verbs and tense, and then you're 2 years old. It's what we call natural approach. And you know, I believe the best things happen when we go along with nature, how we are created. So if you go with that, because nobody in normal mind would think, oh my goodness, here's that 17 years old. Let's think, he probably will be world most famous figure skater. Probably not, right? If you didn't start when you're 6 or 7, so you're going with natural how your body develops and your physical body muscles, same with your brain. And what you're hearing right now, my speech, that's called accent, because I fossilized. People say yes, it's official term. Literally your muscles, the soft muscle, when you're a young child and you're learning foreign language, you don't have an accent. But when you get older, we literally fossilize. Look at your baby picture. You have this little cute face, and then as you're growing up, the muscles, praise God, they stay. You still don't have the poofy baby face. But when they're fossilizing, it affects your ability to speak without accent.
Interesting. So a lot of our participants are international talent. They have multiple languages, obviously English. To come to this program through Watcep, you must speak English. So you talked about Dalton, Georgia, which is about 45 minutes south of Chattanooga. What makes Chattanooga special? Why are you still here in this great city? Why do you think companies like us thrive in this particular community?
Oh, well, how many minutes do I have to talk about that? Well, naturally, once you cross Atlantic with little kid and 25 cents in your pocket, it's almost like you develop that. Yes, you go through all the adrenaline rush and all the adjustment to the country, but once you go through that, you believe in change. You believe it change for you. It's better. So when I came to Chattanooga in 1997, December 22nd, it was a different city. So seeing Chattanooga blossoming and changing just in short 20 years, it's completely different. If you look right now, when I came and I was at university, we had 3 or 4 additional students who were from foreign countries, and it was not much diversity. Now, it depends who you're talking to. It's between 75 and 125 languages. It may be dialects and mix, but we have that huge international community. And we have international companies, Belgian companies, Spanish companies, of course German, Volkswagen, everybody knows about. So living in a city that changes and is so welcoming, for me personally, maybe I'm biased, but Chattanooga was very, very welcoming city. Without community support, I would not be able to graduate from university. I would not be able to extend my visa. I would not be able to be who I am today without the people who provided the opportunity for me. I had to work very hard, but they saw how hard I was working, and they were opening doors and providing opportunities, at least work harder, but they're giving me a chance. So Chattanooga is still very welcoming. Of course, in every community we can say something, but if you compare to different parts of the country, this is still the community to come and to be in, but with one perspective, if you want to be treated as an equal, you have to work hard and prove yourself. Because everywhere we have to prove ourselves. So that's why I like Chattanooga. It's very open, it's constantly moving, it's constantly changing. I don't even know what is going to be in the next 15 years. Next things you hear, international companies, now with the gig city, now with Silicon Valley of the South, and now with that, and what are we going to be tomorrow? Now we're going to be capital of Iron Man,
Right.
and companies supporting that, and local companies trying to become international. It's a lot of dynamics, but also it's city enough for you to feel like you're in the city, but it's also very homey and country enough. From my house to downtown is 12 minutes. Get from downtown to my home, I have to pass 3 huge farms with cattle. But 12 minutes and I'm downtown Chattanooga. I think it's overwhelming. Name any metropolis anywhere, when 12 minutes away you're going to be passing the beautiful, untouched North Georgia or that's at Chattanooga area mountains. Nowhere. If you look at Soli Daisy, Italians buying all the time. It's our major market, Italian people coming, because it reminds them Italian Riviera, but without $1 million per square foot, exaggerating of course the price. And it's still ecologically clean air. You can do many things. So I guess we'll see. I probably need to start taking more Italian. I speak some because going to Saudi Daisy probably will need it.
Wow, Saudi Daisy, the Italy of the South.
Yeah, Salt Creek, Saudi Daisy, Italy of the South. Yes,
that's awesome.
We have a lot of Italian investment there. I was surprised when I found out. When I look, and I'm like, Italian? Saudi Daisy. Let me go look again.
You already hit on it quite a bit with diversity as to why it's important. So what we're trying to do as a company, we're bringing international talent here. Post-grad, graduates, whether it's a work and travel program where they stay 3 months to 4 months, or an intern and trainee program where they stay between 6 and 18 months. Diversity, again, we're trying to bring Chattanooga up to speed with these other metropolises that you spoke about in terms of the talent pool. We're bringing global talent here, okay? So if you had one piece of advice for our international talent that's listening to this video, as a foreigner, as an immigrant that came here and is a successful businesswoman, what would that one piece of advice be?
Well, first, bring them on. Second, I'm talking to you, come over and become part of us. You know, when you come in, and of course it's foreign country, and you come with your friends, and it's very tempting just to stay with them in our comfort zone and speak our language, or even if you speak English, but being with your own people. You know, this is the safe place to get out of your shell. Because in Chattanooga, you open up that shell and nothing bad going to happen to you. So be one with our community. I would just say come with open mind, be one, don't miss any opportunities, get involved. And what personally helped me is getting to know people. We in American South, it's like probably same way, you know, Southern Italy, Southern Ukraine, you know, the Middle East, it's a people culture. Americans are very welcoming people. Get with the local culture. If you particular denomination, you may start with churches because everybody will just love you. And then talk to people, listen to them, come to their homes, invite them for a cup of coffee. And if you're living in some house with the host family, see if the host family wants you, kind of host together, go eat out. So become part of that and look for dynamics. Also, of course, on personal level, just leisure level, but on professional level, you have to be sharp. Every person you meet, they have something for you to learn from. They have something to say, and you never, in South, you don't know who they are. In my country, it's probably better suit, better shoes, you know, this is the probably people of importance. Right here, somebody may be walking just in similar flip-flops and shorts, and you don't know of their own local corporation here. So you talk to everybody, respect everybody, you spend a lot of time with people, and you're here to learn. You're not here to actually be on your computer or iPod all the time, you know, just meet people, immerse yourself. I believe in full immersion. Immerse yourself. I think that's a great way to end it. I'm very thankful you gave us the time to help you share your story with us in our program. Ire, again, we just want to say thank you for allowing us to be a part of you and continue your success story and hopefully make our program a very beneficial one to our international talent that's trying to get over here and help them immerse themselves in this city. So thank you so much. Well, thank you for bringing them and for bringing the different level. You bring in educated people from all around the world. And I'm looking forward to learning from them personally because we don't hold all knowledge. We rely on people, and I was giving advice to get to know them. I make sure I meet each individual person and I learn from them because having that knowledge and giving it, re-giving it again, like in Chattanooga, that's what makes us perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you again.